So this is the first chance I've got to actually film anything today, and it's like 9 o'clock. Heading over to a friend's house, and so I got new editing software, Shazam, and it took my, I had rendered the part 2 of the Florida trip, and it was about 200 megs, and it was choppy, so it was pretty much unusable. So in this new software it rendered, and it was now 1.2 gigs. So these files are huge. So not only are the files huge, but it's gonna take it was up to an hour and a half to upload onto the internet. After waiting about an hour for it to render. So editing just got a whole lot funner. So it's still, in my eyes, technically Monday, so I'm continuing the Monday vlog that's pretty much has, what, 5 minutes associated with it? Not even. Less than a minute. So, just leaving my friend's house. And, gonna drive home. Hopefully, just go to sleep. That's what I should do. But I'm not. I'm going to get on YouTube and waste some time. So, yeah, fun stuff. I'm gonna try to get a full blog. Now it's dark. Gangsters are afoot. The gangsters. Just left my friend's house, got in my car. I was kind of wondering, because I park in the same spot, wherever I go, no matter what. And I was just wondering if anybody else is a creature of habit like that. No matter if there's a closer spot, I'll pick the spot that I always park in, just because it's not so much a ritual, just something that's always happening. So I mean, that's what you park in the same spot or same routines over and over again. Just anything that's the same. I don't know what I'm talking about because it's 12 o'clock and I'm tired as fuck. So I'm actually in Old Town Gaithersburg right now, because where my friend lives, and pretty much in a walking distance from Growlers. If anybody's familiar with this neighborhood, I mean, Growlers is it's not a bad bar, but I mean, my own personal opinion, the parking sucks, especially when you're going out to drink, and then the parking alone, I wouldn't even want to go there sober. But then also the cops hang around, so I mean, you should always go there with the designated driver. And then you got the late night driving back home, and usually I get stuck behind the train tracks, so I always have to watch this huge ass freight train drive by before I get home, which kind of sucks. Luckily, it did not happen this time. So who else actually is, besides me, just completely dependent on their GPS system? Without my GPS, there's no way that I would ever get to 90% of the places that I go. It's actually so bad now that I GPS my way home, for anywhere. GPS 100% of the time. Even if I know, I've been to this place a million times, I'm gonna plug in the GPS just in case something happens and I get lost. So that's without my GPS, I would be completely screwed. So it's a good thing I take preventative measures against it being stolen. You know, bring it inside with me after I get out of the car, something like that, something pathetic, because I need it, definitely need it. Maybe I should invent some kind of camera holding device, and the GPS has the suction cups. I'm gonna invent something for my camera and put that on the window so I don't have to hold it up. And then only that, I'm gonna patent that, and then I'm gonna sell it to all the other YouTubers out there, and then I'm gonna be a millionaire off of, not my blogs, off my suction cupped camera idea for the car. So I'm gonna get to work on that immediately. For the Oregon Trail, which is probably by far the best game ever invented. But you know, the original Oregon Trail, which I came up with a surefire win to win 90% of the time. You guys ready for it? It's not a cheat either, you know, it's pretty legit. So most people, they would buy, like, you know, extra, like, clothes and extra ammo and guns and stuff, and they would go hunting. But I would just buy as much as I could with food, a couple extra wheels, and an axle. And you set the axis pace to grueling, and then you just don't stop for nothing. You forge through every single you know, river. You just go through it. You don't try to, like, go around it. You just keep going through, straight shot all the way. You'll lose some people here and there, hopefully not your main character, because then it's game over. But you just keep pushing through, and 90% of the time you're going to make it to the end without ever hunting, without ever stopping for foraging or any of that stuff. You keep the fastest pace that your ox can do. Sometimes you'll get chlamydia and die, but maybe next time you shouldn't have hooked up with that prostitute on the way. I don't know. I'm not the Oregon Trail guy. I'm just the guy who beats the game. Cop. Desert nights on the lonely stars, cruising down the highway takes me further from home. Whiskey and regret, now they can't erase the fact that I have been wrong. So now I'm on the run. That guy who just smoked me was my roommate. That sucks. That means, I don't know if you heard about my original vlogs, that we only have 2 spaces. So I just lost my space. I was originally scared that it was the cop that I had saw, who thought I was probably texting or drunk. I'm so tired. What the fuck? I'm gonna edit 90% of this because it's probably gonna be incoherent bullshit. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry.